we just got back from a huge video game event. No, it's not E3. That hasn't happened yet, dummy. It was PAX East.
Boom.
For all the people out there who were thinking PAX East, you got the correct answer.
You got it right.
You get a sticker star in the mail. Put your home address in the chat. Everybody who wants a star, mail to them. Kevin will document it and send out a star. Thank you. We were just at PAX East.
Boston strong.
This PAX weekend. Past weekend was
PAX weekend.
PAX weekend was past weekend, yes.
Yeah, and it was a lot of fun.
It was a great convention.
Yeah. Real quick, let's go around very quickly. Let's say our favorite thing that happened at PAX East. Go ahead. We'll start on this side.
Limp Bizkit quotes.
Limp Bizkit quotes.
We
were bringing Limp Bizkit back from the grave, resurrected like the Christ Lord. Limp Bizkit probably would be Jesus' favorite
rap rock band. Yeah.
Yeah. I think when Jesus was on the cross, before he finally kicked the bucket.
Yeah, the first time.
He looked at all the Romans and he said, "I know why you want to hate me."
Yeah. So that was my favorite part of PAX, was screaming Limp Bizkit quotes to kids who probably didn't listen to Limp Bizkit.
If only we could fly!
They were too young. They were too young to get it, but then it got to a point where we were yelling it from inside of our booth, but then Derek and Rocco were making it like so aggressive.
Oh, Rocco.
Like taking it outside of the booth and yelling it at people as they walked by.
Here's the thing. Eric is completely right when he says that Limp Bizkit is a generational thing that is coming to an end. Like, Limp Bizkit is no longer relevant. If you're aware of them, you are aware of them because of the relevance they once had. And so a lot of people who are at PAX, they're not familiar with Limp Bizkit. They're not familiar with these amazing lyrics. Unfortunately, luckily, we're there to keep it fresh in their mind, in the cultural lexicon. We were screaming Limp Bizkit quotes at people. Sometimes they would get very scared.
Rocco would jump out of the booth and scream into like very small kids' faces, and they're like paralyzed with.
I actually
like
did
someone's
that.
looking.
I did that once on accident. I shouted a Limp Bizkit quote at a little kid, and he like got really scared.
He didn't know what you were doing.
And I realized two things. One, I'm getting older. Sometimes you forget that I'm not, as relatable to this little kid as I might think. And two, Limp Bizkit quotes are really scary out of context. I know why you want to hate me.
Shouting
is just a really
screaming.
It's just a really threatening statement. So,
or the call response was my favorite. If you want to justify ripping someone's head off. Yeah, that was a good one.
So if I saw people on their cell phone not paying attention, I would take that opportunity to shout Limp Bizkit quotes at them. Some of them got scared.
Yeah.
It was very funny.
Sorry.
Good memory.
Hey, you know what? I was thinking about this. I was talking to people about that. I can't think of another booth at any convention I've ever been to that does anything like that at all. We went out of our booth to yell that at people.
Well, here's the thing. I have seen other booths act similar to that, and interestingly enough, I've always fucking hated it.
I bet there's a lot of people that fucking hate us.
I bet, yeah, there probably are. But, don't hate me because you ain't me. I'm sorry. You know what? We do it right. Everybody else, they do it wrong. What can I say? You know where to get the show, the Mega64 booths.
Number one.
My favorite memory of PAX would have to be... I don't know. There were so many.
Wow.
I'm going to say Podcast 300.
Podcast,
that's a good
that was
one.
your favorite?
Yeah, with the exception of we tried to pick the lamest song we could.
Yeah.
And then that song was stuck in my head for the rest of that week and all of this weekend. It's just been nonstop.
Podcast 300. Check it out if you were there. Thank you for joining us at our panel. We did do a giant dance party to...
That was a good one.
Excuse me. Wow.
That was befitting of a band.
That was like some banana. That was potassium coming
You know,
back at
I was trying to recall what the song was, and I just felt something like bubbling up into my
some
mouth.
Poisonous.
That was a gnarly. I'm sorry, everybody.
Material.
Yeah, Radioactive by Imagine Dragons, arguably the greatest song in the world. It's funny because when we started the podcast, I could see a lot of people visibly like shrink and just like this song, and it's like, of course it's fucking this song. Do you guys know who you're dealing with? Yes, it's radioactive. I thought it was good. I had a good time.
Was there debates over that or Gangnam Style? Was that even on the board?
We weren't ever going to do Gangnam Style. I feel, honestly, here's what it was going to be.
What's more painful?
Mega64 trivia.
I like it.
Before we settled on Radioactive by Imagine Dragons, it was going to be...
it was another very painful song to
No,
get
here's
through.
the thing. It's a painful song... But I want people to appreciate that Mega64 is aware of the culture that we live in. And we had picked a song, but I thought to myself, and I shared with the other guys, you know what? This song is not funny anymore. If this was 10 years ago, this would have worked.
Yeah.
But this song is too irrelevant to be funny. It was God, what the fuck? It was like the theme song to Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Oh,
with Kevin Costner.
Everything I do it for
everything
you.
I do, I do
Bryan
it.
Adams.
Yes,
Yep.
everything I do it for you.
You're
Hey,
right.
I have it on a cassette.
Exactly.
That was like one of my first tapes I ever got.
Everything I do.
He's gonna listen to it tonight when we go home.
I do it for you. That song.
You're right. It's too far.
Yeah,
out.
it's like maybe my mom would have laughed at that, but my mom's not coming to the podcast. We need something. we need something of the now.
Oh, that is a cheesy fucking song, man.
Well, it's the equivalent of fucking Imagine Dragons.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think we nailed it.
Shouts out to the Achievement Hunter guys. There
Oh,
were
yeah.
Ray, Lindsay, Michael. They all showed
Shouts
up.
out to all of Rooster Teeth. We had our back to them at the convention because they were not worthy enough to face us face to face.
We don't want to see, we don't want to make eye contact, put them on the other side.
That's just a joke. We were actually back to back Charlie's Angels style because
It's true.
we're best friends and we're two badasses.
Mm-hmm.
We're like the renegades of the internet, killing all the
Kane and Lynch.
noobs. Yeah, we're Kane, they're Lynch.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Robin Banks and shit, yeah.
Us and Rooster Teeth are tight. I want to give a shout out to, like you said, Michael, Ray, Lindsay, everybody who came to our panel. Also, who else were we hanging out with?
Ashley.
Gavin, Meg, Ashley,
Megan,
and Chris Martin, the Martinizer.
The Martinizer,
Ashley. I didn't see Gavin, actually, at PAX.
Oh, Monty
Monty was there.
Oh, Monty came by.
Bernie was there.
Monty stopped by our booth.
Ashley
and
was
Ashley
there.
Came by.
Hung out for a while.
They had a lot of
Good on 'em.
crew there, man.
But it was all like Achievement Hunter people.
Yeah.
But then the sales team
yeah.
of Chris and Meg, they came out. So shouts out to them. And Ashley, I think it was her first event ever.
Yeah, so if she was, talking out of turn, saying
Yep.
stupid stuff, cut her some slack. She didn't really know what
She
she
didn't know
was
what
doing.
the fuck she was talking about.
Send her back to training camp, Bernie, please. All right.
They
Teacher,
just
tell her
moved
what's
their
up.
offices.
Yep.
Yeah, you can hear about that on the Rooster Teeth podcast. Check that out, roosterteeth.com. We're still in the same office.
wants to listen.
We got it right the first time.
Hell yeah.
We're not second guessing ourselves.
This is our second office, but okay.
We're in the same complex. Fuck you, Eric. All
I'm
right?
just
This is
saying.
your first office. I don't remember you coming around to the last one very much. So
Definitely at the second office a lot.
stop talking out of turn. All right, I'm going to
He's
send
just
you.
throwing
You and
years of
Ashley.
your contribution
You
on
and
us.
Ashley got to go back to the training camp.
Wow.
Yeah, but he'd probably be very happy about it.
Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad.
Yeah. Anyways, so
I want to know your favorite PAX memory.
my favorite PAX memory was hanging out with all the cool indie game developers who came by to say hello.
Ooh.
There is, kind of like a mixer at PAX where they kick out all the attendees. They say, we know you paid a ton of money to get in here,
But get the fuck out.
but get out. Because this is for the exhibitors to,
Yeah, mix it up.
talk, make friendships, show off some camaraderie. So I got to hang out. We all got to hang out with a couple people. The creator of Stanley Parable came by to say hello. Davey, I have his last name. Davey Reedon came by. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Very cool. We talked about our video that recently came out. Actually, let's take a moment to talk about
Let's talk
that.
about the Stanley Parable.
Yeah.
The Stanley Parable. Kevin, Arvids, downtown San Diego.
Then after you filmed it, talked with the guys who made Stanley Parable and said, hey, we doing this.
Yeah, luckily, we were fortunate enough to get in contact with the creators of the game. They're big fans of Mega64, which is really cool and an honor, to be known and have people so prominent be aware of your stuff. So that was really cool. And they were able to get the original voice actor of the narrator to help us out and dub it for us. I think it turned out really good.
Great. Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
they're really funny. It's a really funny game. So if you haven't checked out Stanley Parable, definitely check it out. It's on Steam. It's, it's not too long. It's a short game, but you'll really enjoy it.
It's quick, but
it's
you
like
can-
$14.99 or something.
Yeah, and you can play it over and over and over again.
Yeah, it might go on sale. Who
I'm
knows?
always stoked when indie developers are fans of Mega64 because it makes me feel like in a learning environment, like when they're in school, our videos get passed a lot, around a lot, which makes kind of sense. Like that's kind of
we've been doing this for so long that
the age group.
All those 8-year-olds who liked our Tetris video are now like
going to like school to make games.
20-year-olds making the next.
Did you see we
Tetris.
got a little shout out from Jeff Gertzman from Giant Bomb? He had he had like a talk at. Jesus, I'm gonna butcher it. I'm sorry. I think NYU, and
really
somebody asked about people he respects in the industry or something, and he said he really likes Mega64 and wants to have him back on Giant Bomb.
Podcast.
Yeah.
So,
that's cool.
That's pretty dope. I mean, because we all like Giant Bomb stuff.
I haven't
Those
been
guys
on the
are awesome.
Bombcast
since E3
like 4 years ago at E3.
Yep.
But I think you and Rocco and Sean went on recently with those guys in the house.
That was at E3,
That was E3,
and then we did another podcast with them at GDC a few years ago. But it's been a while. It's definitely been a long time. We'd love to be back. Email us.
It's pretty cool.
Giant Bomb, get us on there. It was very cool. Also, PAX East was so huge. So much stuff happened at PAX East. I want to give a shout out to Fangamer.
Hell yeah.
And Sanchi, two friends of ours.
I got my Fangamer socks on.
Yeah, they had a lot of really cool merchandise at the show. Some of it was new. It's awesome. I think those guys, both of them, do some of the best work as far as like.
I agree.
T-shirt companies that attend these things are those two are the big standouts.
They're more than just T-shirt companies too. They kind of just provide just all kinds of stuff.
They have like Sanchi has like plushes and everything. I got socks from Fangamer and a mug.
Like the housewares.
Yep.
Like as we get older, we actually need stuff for our apartments or houses or whatever. So it's cool that they have like a themed. Like they have that Power Glove oven mitt, which is something. That's,
both of them too specifically make really high quality stuff.
Yeah,
I agree.
It's
you find a lot of companies that offer cool things, but when you get them,
it's chintzy.
They're chintzy and they fall apart. These guys have the best quality merchandise of anybody.
And I think it's reflected on our store as well because we see what can come out of those two companies, and we've stepped up our T-shirt game.
I actually think that we are a leader in the field.
Oh, you think we dominated?
And they probably look to us.
Okay.
They're probably still trying to figure out how to do Blu-rays.
Fair enough.
Speaking of our store.
Yeah.
Speaking of our store, check it out, Mega64.com. Shop at our store.
So PAX was fun.
PAX was fun. I have a little list here.
Oh, let's rifle through it.
What
Let's
else?
go.
I just want to say, real quick, I just want to say hello to Adam from Dive Kick.
Hell yeah.
I went and played Dive Kick, talked to Adam Hart for a little bit. He was very cool. And Luis from Jazz Punk.
Oh, yeah.
Who we met at a previous PAX and got to talk to him again. And both of them really cool dudes. Their games are, turning out to be really popular. A lot of people are talking about them and playing them. They're getting Steam. Good for them.
They were up for. Was one of those up for awards at the IGFs we did?
I think Jazz Punk was. I can't recall if Dive Kick was nominated for anything.
I think I think Dive Kick has been around. That would have been like maybe a previous year if it was.
Yeah.
But it was cool seeing those guys.
Yeah, it was very cool seeing everybody. And the guys from Razer, everybody from Razer, Keon, and the rest of the group, they came by our booth and they filmed with us for a little bit. You can check that out. That video is online.
Go to Razer's YouTube.
Yeah, go to Razer's YouTube channel. I don't know the name of it, but it was their PAX 2014. I think it's Where's Our Stuff?
Where's Our Stuff or Where's Our Gear?
Where's Our Gear? 2014 at PAX. Check it out.
Man, they have advanced that product line.
Good job,
They got a lot of shit now.
Hey, the people that shoot video for them and everything too, Keon and all those guys, awesome. Good job.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Cool dudes.
We got a chance also when we were at PAX to go to the Anamanaguchi concert.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to Frank for not only helping at the booth, but really pushing us to go to that Anamanaguchi concert.
That's the second time I've seen him.
Really?
Yeah, I saw him in LA at Meltdown.
He was telling me, like, dude, you gotta just come. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll do it.
Let's push for Anamanaguchi. I want to see them at PAX.
That was cool.
Make Anamanaguchi go to PAX.
Yeah, that would be... it's such a perfect fit for that crowd.
Awesome. Because you're going to get people who want to go to PAX, but you're also going to get a lot of Austin people.
Are you talking about RTX?
RTX, yeah. Have Anamanaguchi play there, because I think that's the next thing.
Oh, RTX. And do they do PAX
I'm sorry, I'm not sure.
No.
Hey, have them go to every convention.
Yeah, go to PAX Prime and RTX.
Their music is so much fun, and the crowd was like into it. We were like pulling people into it.
Is that your first time?
That was my first time. They played at PAX previously, and it's funny because they were in like a big amphitheater.
Yeah.
And I think I went and like opened the door and looked into the amphitheater, and
people.
There was just, I'm pretty sure I just saw a big mosh pit of people with no shirts on, like climbing over all these theater chairs, and I just like, nah, and I shut the door. But I went and I actually checked them out. We forced our way up kind of towards the front.
Yeah, we were
in a good spot.
It was really cool, really good show. They just had, I'm pretty sure, I think they just had a new album come out, so check them out.
They had Spaceship Earth. What's his name?
Oh, The Illusion.
Yeah.
The Illusion does a special video in the middle of their set.
I think they got The Illusion to make a bit for their album too. So
hell yeah,
that's cool.
Check them out. You know, they're in tune. Obviously, they're right with The Illusion. They're right with us. They should be right with you. Check them out. Already talked about Razor.
Anamanaguchi had a record store day release of special vinyl pressing, which I thought was pretty cool. It was for the Scott Pilgrim versus the World soundtrack.
Yep. Oh, that's cool.
For the game.
They're making shit happen for themselves, and I'm proud of them.
I'm glad they're getting big. That's cool.